Firefox Stage 2, you hold on to your second jump and you just don't burn it. Right. So you can still keep it.
Still use it.
Yeah, so if he were, I mean, like, it's not the greatest situation, but if he knows he's going to take a hit, he can at least start the up B and, like, float over a little bit closer, take the hit, you'll still have a second jump. At least I believe that's still in this game. Anyways, let's talk about this match. We got Ness with our boy Aki and Mocha, Mr. Lindley, playing Tinkle.
Thanks so like call to the man who just knocked me into losers, and
oh, he's good.
Oh man, it was so close. So close.
Yeah, Aki was actually kind of mentioning like, oh, I think Forest Fire just lost to Mocha, and I was like, what? How do you? Oh, you heard something? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, last week I managed to take it against him, so it's
calling out the tether recovery. He has the air dodge right there, and he started the tether, pulling him out of the air dodge. There's the Mark forward smash that I've gold. If like little known fact, if they did not change Tink's Nair, I would be still playing Tink. Tink would have been my name.
Playing Tink.
Yeah, like
they didn't change his Nair.
No,
I'm not a huge fan of his new Nair.
No
like,
question.
It's got good uses, but I prefer the sex kick. I think it's just
it's like it's weird because I feel like that was a move that's kind of more made for Link. Oh my goodness, look at this, man! The late down airs, like he's waiting.
Wow, Aki. That's something you don't see him do very often.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Oh god. Yeah.
Mocha is going to be placing a lot of his boomerangs up towards the platforms, and that's mostly to try and cover his opponent's jumping. Aki's not really going to jump though.
He's not going to be jumping that high. I think what he's trying to do is like bounce it off the ground, so that when it comes back towards him, it's coming at a more favorable angle because it's coming up, but it's not like throwing it straight up where it comes down at basically the same angle. It kind of goes up a little bit, but then hooks down towards him, which makes it a lot harder for Aki to like get into his space.
It'll definitely cover Aki's kind of like dash attack,
pivot grab,
approach forward air type options, but it typically in this scenario, Aki's probably just going to turn right around and just PK fire you, and then when you
just line up these back airs, man, like super brutal on the spacing.
Oh wow, got the EX fire.
Yeah. Oh, the frame one.
Right, yeah, frame one.
There it was again. Holy crap. So that is using PK fire, and then at the same frame that you collide with the ground, oh my god. He's calling out that tether recovery. You can't do that against Aki, man. He's prepared for it. So that is side B, and then at the same frame that PK Fire would release, you land, which sends it straight forward in the same way that Ness shoots it as if he was doing standing side B.
Effectively ending all landing lag, and only gets us the standard frames. It's basically,
it's not ending all the landing lag, but it definitely ends like some of it. Like as you saw right there, it's reduced landing lag. It used to be none, and then people were like, excuse me, can we please not make PK Fire like literally the best move in the game? If it hits you, it's 23% alone, and you sit there for the whole thing. Like, how do you get out of this? And unfortunately, like a lot of people are not savvy to like, SDI out, dude, or just continuously DI, or like smash DI continuously in both directions. It'll get you out at some point. One of the things that I really like about it though is that back in the day I'd play teams. Ooh, yeah, back was gonna do it. In teams, if Ness lands a PK Fire on someone, Jigglypuff, the teammate, can run in and like rapid fire rest on top of them. Back in the days where PK Fire was lasting like 8 hitboxes or something. Mocha drops too low. They reduced the number of hitboxes on it so that it like refreshes, I want to say 6 times. I'll ask Aki about that. But I remember it refreshing somewhere around 8 times, and like you managed to pull off 2 rests on that and then still be burned by the last hit, which means oh my god, you'd be in there, you'd hit them, but Jigglypuff is intangible for 27 frames after you use her rest. So you'll rest on top of them while they're in the PK Fire, and then just get waken up by PK Fire, hit him again, and then the last frame of PK Fire used to come out, and the forward smash is going to get him. Okay, Mocha not getting forward stock here. Yeah, he's going to do a little dance.
Putting the mask on. Yeah. You can see his opponent's health.
Oh, he put on. Now, what is that mask called? I can't remember.
It is the mask.
It's some sort of mask, Wind Waker, of course.
Yeah, I want to call it the Mask of Truth, but that's not what it's called.
No, I think that's
Majora's Mask.
Yeah. Oh man, Aki coming through, like, I love Aki's aggression. Back in the days when I was playing Ness, like, I'd always try and be fancy with my double jump cancels, whereas Aki's just like kind of brute forcing all of the spacing in there. Yeah, that's not gonna hit him, dude. Tried to dig too deep there with that up B, trying to catch Aki because he was close.